Hi, welcome to the Stockinette Zombies. I'm Amy, also known as Jane Emma.
And I'm Megan, also known as Just Run It.
I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was going to introduce Chaz.
And this is episode 132. We have a little Chaz sandwich going on here. He decided to come institute himself between us. Amy has some fantastic new glasses. Do you recognize her? Is it like Clark Kent?
I certainly feel like Clark Kent. They're a lot bigger than my last glasses, but
I like them plastic. Were they blue like that before?
Yeah, I had some blue in the previous ones too. It must be my thing.
Sure thing. I remember when I wore glasses on and off, I was really proud of my very unique pair of glasses, and then I ran into somebody at work. It was when I worked at IBM. I can say we worked at IBM. Mm-hmm. And I was like, darn it! It was like a girl wearing the same dress, but like those are so personal, right? Like, no, those are my glasses. What are you doing wearing my glasses?
I'm sure that I'll discover that Karen has the exact same pair because we do it all the time.
Yeah.
Just like I'll get used to seeing her glasses and I won't realize that that's why I picked these or a shirt or a skirt or whatever. It seems to happen to us a lot.
I don't know if it's just the cat in between us, but we seem so proximity-wise closer than we normally are.
And I'm covered in cat fur too.
Yeah, he's a good little shedder. I am, knock on wood, diaper free for the first time since my firstborn was born some 8 years ago. So I was 8 years a slave to diapers. And I say that in the nicest possible way. I'm not downplaying any of that, that horrific part of our history. But I was 8 years a slave to diapers. And now I am no more. I'm free. And it's so nice to be able to go to things. And he's spending a lot of time in the bathroom because it's still kind of new and novel to him. And he's trying to figure out timings and whatever. But it's still so much better than changing diapers. So much better. And then I think about like that as a proportion of my marriage. So we'll have been married 10 years in September here, and it was like 8 of the 10 years we were on diaper duty. Wow. That seems like 8/10 of the law or whatever. A lot of diapers. So super excited about that. He's got a birthday coming up this weekend. Got Father's Day coming up this weekend.
And I know that we've explained it before, but when Megan says we have been married for 10 years, we were both married in the same month of the same year. So whenever we talk about our anniversaries, they're pretty much the same.
Yeah, we have been married, meaning her to her husband and me to my husband.
Right. But she wasn't necessarily talking about her and her husband. She was just saying, we have been married,
Yes. Not to each other, but, Max is like zenning out over here too. I don't know if we've got that on. Yeah, I don't know if we've got that on camera.
Kitty yoga.
Yes, he's super relaxed. And he's not even like moving when I talk about him. Moving the couch. Anyway,
you're sure he's alive?
I think so. Max, are you alive back there? I don't know.
He is zonked.
He's out, dude.
Okay.
Oh, there he is.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, enough about the cat. I was a little concerned there for a second, actually, because I was like, he normally moves when I touch him. Anyway, we've got the retreat coming up next week as well, which has been taking up a lot of our time. So I don't know that I have a great deal to talk about in the knitting worlds, but we do have a self-striping KAL currently going on. Fishnets is the sponsor of that, which is super exciting. A chance to win back your self-striping that you have just used. And the only other administrati I had, other than that we're doing summer tops, and that continues on till the end of June, is that just a heads up, if you're a watcher of our show and sometimes you go to different sources, we will no longer be hosting on Blip. We are now Blip free. Hi, sir. I'm sorry I woke you. We are now book free, so we bid them a fond adieu and farewell.
Yep.
Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye. And you can now catch us on our feed burner as our RSS at stalkingatzombies.com, on iTunes, and on the YouTubes. Yep. So, that little bit of administrati is then fit to be had.
All right.
Go.
Well, my week has been interesting. Like, it feels like so much has happened, and yet I always get here and I like blank on what's happened. My family had a good laugh because we were eating dinner, and the birds were the mama bird and the pop bird were having shenanigans outside, and it was just so funny because he'd hop on, and he'd hop off, he'd hop on, and he'd hop off. Kids were laughing hysterically, and I think my son kind of understood what was happening because he kept bringing it up and looking at our faces to see what we would say or do. And but that was really funny.
Yeah, and school's out for summer.
Yes. Is.
Yay. So different day activities for our clans. Well, at least part of our clans, the school age clans. Okay, yeah, I'm ready to go on to FOs, and you are wearing one.
I am. This is That One Sweater by Amy Christopher.
Boca? Or
Boca?
Boca.
Boca.
B-O-K.
Yeah.
E-H.
So the Boca. It was fairly speedy knit.
Lack of sleeves will do that for you.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say about it. I wore it today. I haven't blocked it yet, so it's rolling a little bit in places where I would want it to behave. But I know that other sweaters that are of a mostly cotton base have blocked out fairly nicely for me once I've washed them. So once this one's washed, the pleasant surprise, even in the lights you can kind of see it sparkling, but in the sunlight it was like, stop. Like, I think I would have, like if I had gotten one with like a purple or a silver in it, I would have made like the most fabulous, like glitter-tastic shawl out of it.
Yeah, could be like a disco ball.
Spin, like do my disco spin.
Yeah, the lights in here, with our top lighting and lighting from the side, it is catching the light for sure.
And I got new glasses, but you already said that. And just today, so they're very new to me. And yeah.
That is all you have for us?
Yeah, I'm
heavy on the whips.
Yeah.
I finished my husband's socks for him just in time for the for Father's Day. I realized that last night when I was talking to some folks that Mother's Day is when school is in session. So all of the teachers and stuff help them do like arts and crafts projects and make things for the teachers. And then Father's Day comes along and it's like, well, if I don't do this with the kids, nobody's going to, and he's not going to have any cute handprint cards, and unless school-age childcare does it.
They have.
Yeah. Okay. I couldn't remember. Well, Ellie didn't do it last year, so anyway, but he will have some socks.
I was going to say, as all things in school-age childcare, it's optional. So,
yep.
Less likely that it's going to get done.
I knit the second sock toe up. So the first one, you can tell because it's the pattern expands out. So this one was top down. And then this one is toe up. I convinced myself that I might run out of yarn. And this is the Leading Men Fiber Arts Showstopper base, and there was no way I was going to run out of yarn. But it was just my way of enabling the toe-up sock, because if it did run out of yarn, then I would make it shorter and then go back and unravel a little bit, maybe, and make it shorter. But alas, they are perfect.
Cool.
And this is this patterning is so stretchy. It looks like it's made for me. Like it doesn't.
Oh
look
yeah,
like
it doesn't look like a huge
long sock. But when I put it on, do you ever play that game where you're like, let's put on the sock that, well, your husband's foot is the same size, but is made for somebody with a much bigger foot. It stretches out quite a bit, and then this is the OMG, the Spacious OMG heel. And that pattern will be released next week for the retreat attendees, and then it will go for sale as well. But it will be the name and meaning and whatever will be to the attendees first. So
okay.
We'll check that out. I'm sure I'll talk about it when we return.
Yes. Oh my gosh, such a big hiatus. Hopefully we have enough to talk about after.
Because I was doing YouTubery today, watched we had 2 or 3 last year. We had the All Enabling, and then we had the Return, and then we had another one that was about the retreat. Like the theme of it was about the retreat as well, after we returned. So I'm sure that we've got plenty.
Well, not to talk about, but to show knitting-wise to talk about.
Yes, for sure.
But I am making a wee hat. It's a very wee hat, but it'll stretch. Gosh, I wonder. I might have to mention that. It's very wee. For our retreat collection. And I cast that on. It's the Barley pattern by Tin Can Knits. And I've decided that that's what my big ball Dancing Dog Dye Works needs to be. Not all of it, probably, but certainly a few baby hats.
Those will be super cute.
Yeah.
Good pairing.
And then
that garter section is really nice.
That's what I was thinking. It was going to be perfect. And then the answer is 40.
Yeah.
So the hitchhiker, the answer to life, universe, and everything is 42, but I'm on number 40, and I'm like, I think I have enough. Where did it go? It bounced on the floor. I think I have enough to get to 42.
Yeah. I had to feel the
center here.
Yeah. How much? Because it gets all hollowed out, but there is quite a few. Around.
And this is, this is 41 going in here. It's halfway done already, I think. Double count, triple count. Yes, that is number 41. So it's partially done already.
Did you have one of them memorized as your 40th or something?
No, I have a marker right here. And I did a quick count of 10. And actually, I am ready. I can move the other one that's down here. Because I got to 40. Right?
That would make it easier.
Woohoo!
Visually, to do your counting.
Yeah. So that's my little pro tip for doing this shawl, is that as you complete 10 or maybe 5s if you want to go slower on it, put a little marker and then you can go, oh, I'm at 5, 10, 15, 20 or 10, 20, 30. So, and easy. That is going. But it is tantalizingly close to being done. It will probably be retreat knitting. No, this will be done before then. But I was thinking I will probably be mainly spinning at the retreat because I don't have any good retreat FOs and I don't feel like casting on anything else. So it's going to be a spinning. I have my spindle with me. Yay! I have continued on with the Gramps. Isn't it cute?
Yes, very cute.
So all I have is this little sleevey thing, and then I can do the main part here, the
button band and collar.
Button band, yep, and collar. And then it just has elbow patches, right? Or does it have pockets and elbow patches?
Pockets and elbow patches.
Fussy little thing.
Yeah.
But the main body of the sweater is so tantalizingly close. I will be working on that this weekend for sure. I want to get this done.
Very pretty color combo.
To be cute, cute, cute.
For sure.
And then I got cast-on-itis. because those were already cast on, besides the little hat, but they were all already done. And then I wanted to cast on my sombers. So I started following Mary on Instagram, and she is uber cute. And I think that I will really enjoy this pattern. It's a bottom up, so there's a lot of trust. And so this is my bottom. It's all crumpled up on the needles, but
I hate it when my bottom is all crumpled up.
It's bad.
Bad news.
Yeah. But you have 2 inches of garter, and then I can go on to the pattern, and away we go. Yeah. So far, it's just been pleasant because it's knitting and purling in the round. You could decide to do it flat and then seam it if you hate purling to the nth degree.
I don't. I could see not liking it as much now that I've learned a little faster knitting trick, because I still don't purl very fast going back and forth. And another cast on.
Yes, so this is the sleeve for a Brisden. I did put it in my projects page. It is for sport weight, but I'm keeping the same because I think that it looks pretty good. I'm gonna make it a lightweight, really drapey. And what else do I want to say? Oh, I'm going to be heavily modifying it. The way that it stripes, I don't have enough gray to do that. So I kind of reversed what the main color and the stripe color will be. And then I am making it mostly plain body-wise. And then having some detail up at the top, maybe adding some pockets. But it's another bottom up. So I have to work the sleeves and then work the bottom, and then I get to the magic. So it's going to take a while.
Are you going to stripe in the gray at all, or are you?
No.
Okay.
I wasn't planning on it. I think that the detail at the top is going to, just thinking about how many socks one ball makes, just trying to think of how that would translate into yardage up at the top. And I think that I have enough going on at the top that I won't have enough to do the button band and collar and the cuffs if I do more striping inside. So I'm just going with what I have. I would have bought 2, but she didn't have 2.
And so that is another Crafty Girl gamut.
And this is Sun Valley Fibers.
That's right.
So, yeah.
Super pretty.
I am doing 2 balls because I don't know if Megan will be able to see, but this first 6 was not. And it was pooling so that there was red on this side and blue on this side, and not going to happen. So I didn't rip back those 6. Yeah, exactly. It's red sweater, it's a blue sweater, it's a red sweater, it's a blue sweater. So right at that 6, I just went ahead and added in the second ball, and now I'm alternating. My alternating is a little messy right now, and I'm like, I don't want to rip it out, but it'll block right out.
That stuff will block right
That
out.
is my opinion of it right at this moment.
I agree.
That
completely.
And nobody will see it.
Sorry, Jessica.
That's my other opinion of it, is it'll look like a seam. So I knit it flat.
I did the Macarena for you while you were
thank you.
talking.
But yes, that is my multitude of whips, and I am done.
I think I am the least interesting podcaster in the whole world. I have had those socks and the shawl on the needles for like the last 3 episodes, I swear. And that's all I've had to talk about. So I completed the shawl, and in my mind, as I was designing it, it was going to be kind of like this uber chic poncho shawlette thing. And it didn't end up that way. It kind of felt more like a bib. And granted, like things that go around your neck and encompass all the way around your head do kind of, I mean, even if they look nice, like my husband was like, oh, it looks nice. And I was just like, but it wasn't what I envisioned. And so I ripped out this beautiful Juno Fiber Arts and remade a ball. And I get to use it again. I get a do-over. I get a mulligan. I get a whatever you call it in another sport. But I really enjoyed the stitch pattern, so I think I was just overthinking it. Like, I'm just going to have it be a crescent shawl with this, you know, kind of textured, and then the textured sections are broken up by this, by these sections. And it's really easy. I don't have to think too much about it. There's like a couple of unique rows to it, and so I think it'll make really great retreat knitting. Nice. And that is all that she wrote.
Okay.
That's all I got.
So,
yeah.
Now what?
We can talk about, I've got this in my new Kicks and Giggles bag. The wonderful Kicks and Giggles sent this for us to have with us at the retreat, along with her other sponsorship bags.
Oh.
And so I got to choose mine, which I chose the sheep, but I'm super jealous of Amy's sock.
They're sock puppets.
Yes. Super cute.
Out of really fun looking socks, that's for sure.
And I really like this for my notebook. So it sits along the side, and then the ball goes in one side and the work in progress goes in the other. It's not an overly tall, so like if you had more than one ball in here, you wouldn't set your project on top of it. Like it's a one ball and then to the side bag. But I really like it. Really cute interfacing. It's, Amy pointed out, very stiff. So if you like your bag stiff. I do. Yeah. I was just thinking of other things. And then the doesn't quite fit on my head.
It's a nice hat.
It does make a nice hat?
Yeah.
Oh, you've got a sock monkey hat. Oh, it is.
It's a lovely hat.
Yes. And then I've got my Right Crafty Revolution stitch markers on the outside of my bag. Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's cute what Megan did, and I copied it.
Oh. So they are kind of the pulled chain, and they're removable, which is kind of fun, because the only removable ones I have are either clasps or the safety pin style ones, right? Like the clover safety pin style ones. So they're removable, and fun colors and a unique concept. So that's Right Crafty on Etsy, and she also has a podcast.
Yes. Well lit.
What did you say?
It's well lit. Her podcast.
Oh.
She's got great lighting.
Yeah, and she's from Canada.
I don't know. Like, I remember the weirdest things about different podcasts that I've watched.
I was like, it's well lit. What does that mean?
Like I didn't quite get it. Well lit. Yeah. You can see her and her objects very well.
It's Knit and Go is the name. I was like, Knit and Go. Okay. But thank you to Heather for sending those to us as well, and the Kicks and Giggles shop for sending us the bags. And then I've got another fun, cute bag over here that we have in enabling. So I was recounting the story of how this came into my brain to Amy. We went to Neighbors, which has Seth Rogen and Cutie Patootie, the young guy who's really kind.
I don't know those guys. I'm sorry.
You're screaming it at me. He's super cute. Anyway. They kept on saying throughout it, because they were trying to use, it's a fraternity moves in next door to a residential area, and a young family with a husband and wife with a real young baby, and they're trying to break up the fraternity by playing the brothers against each other. So they kept on saying bros before hoes, bros before hoes, bros before hoes. We got to make them break the bros before hoes, rule. And so then I was thinking about our hoes, and that hoes are before foes, because one object often comes before the two finished objects. So then I created a graphic, and Amy's fantastic mother put it on project bags.
Yes. This is the Silver Shed USA, and I am sure if you wrote to her, she would make you one too. The caveat is that she is vending at our retreat and probably won't get to you until after the retreat is over. But I know that she would be happy to make them for other people.
And if she flipped it upside down, you can wear it as a hat that says "Hose before bros" or "Hose before foes." I said,
say your own saying, right,
yeah.
Megan?
But I think it's interesting because if somebody looked at it that wasn't a knitter, it kind of makes sense. You choose your hoe before your foe.
Oh, true. Your
enemy.
Yeah.
Somebody that's nice to you if you pay them. Somebody that's your enemy. I choose the person that's nice to me if I pay them over the enemy. But yes, there's cute green little sockies. 1 for the hoe, 2 for the foes.
Yes. And just to recap, hoe is half object.
And foe is finished object.
Yes. I did post this to Instagram and had a few people ask me, what is a hoe? I mean, I know what FO is. What's an HO?
Yeah.
And so I had to explain that,
in our vernacular,
in our world, it's a half object, much as one sock would be a half object. It's finished, but it's not a full finish.
So in general, the only people that really break that rule in knitting are the folks that do 2 at a time.
Yeah,
because then they don't have hoes before foes.
They don't.
Although, do 2 half objects or 2 quarter objects equal?
No.
Okay. Well, that was a quick response.
Good.
I thought maybe
I'm not counting half a shawl.
No, yes.
Right?
Yeah, it's true. What else do we got to say? We're flying blind. We didn't start our timer. The retreat is next week, if you haven't heard a bajillion times. We are super excited. We published a pamphlet, a survival guide, which I thought was a funny, punny turn of phrase.
It was very cute.
For the retreat. It's got, and so if you haven't received an email, you can go out to the forums. I'm guessing that some of the emails got blocked because of the attachment and the attachment size. I think it was like in the 8 megabyte size frame.
Okay.
I don't know. But you can go out to the forums and it's there and it's on the web page and it's lots of places. So do not despair. You can get to it. In that, we announced and are very excited about some new events this year. So we're doing a runway show where folks can bring finished objects. So you need to come prepared with a finished object that you're proud of, and you can walk the runway, and Amy and I will provide color commentary, primarily the yarn and the pattern and how lovely you look as you walk the runway. And that's a new event this year. Also a new event this year, we're doing a photo booth. So there's some fun to be had there with some props. We've got some special props that will be, as yet disclosed, a surprise. And you can go in, it's complimentary, to pay, and get your picture taken with some friends any number of times. Hopefully we don't have any huge lines. And then when you come out, everybody that went in gets their own little commemorative strip, which is super cool. So you don't have to even share it. Each person gets one. Yeah. Which is super awesome. And we're super excited about it.
Super.
Could not be more excited about the photo booth, to be honest with you. It's like, bazinga, the awesomest thing ever.
I'm very excited. Why will not? Okay.
And another new event this year. Did we have another one?
Well, we hope to actually accomplish the Dance by video
Dance by
year.
video, yep. Last year we kind of ran into some time constraints
Time issues.
and didn't get it in, but we're hoping to get it done this year. And the song will be Happy.
Yes. Pharrell Williams. You can watch you can watch the video of people dancing, get some ideas about your moves, or maybe you can just wave to the camera as you walk by.
Say hi, Mom.
Yeah, there you go. And we have some people that might make a fun visit surprise on Saturday, but I don't want to reveal too much. I also want to make sure that they are on the road before I mention it. What else? Gosh, it felt like we had more new stuff, but I can't remember.
Goodie bags are awesome.
Yes,
Super excited about the goodie bags.
There's so many things. They're different and new. I also wanted to mention to a few people that may be new to the retreat, please find your returning folks or the local folks and have them help you around. But and I'm sure I'll announce this at the retreat, but I'll give you a heads up. Please, when you're going out to eat, invite whoever might be sitting around and see, because you don't know if they have plans or not, and if they are by themselves, having an open invitation just really helps them to pick up and go. You know, you don't want to be sitting there looking around going, oh, hey, where did everybody...
Yeah.
So,
and not just at our retreat, but like even at like Knitting Pipeline,
Yes.
we met some really great folks just by being like, hey, where are you going? Do you want to come with?
Yes. So you definitely, if you're already in a group, make sure when you get up, you're like making sure other people don't want to come join your party. And then I had another small thought that was along those lines. Oh, we have Rochester. It's the best big little city you'll ever want to be in. So there's a lot of people who have expressed concerns about getting around in Rochester, blah, blah, blah. Rest at ease. It is a small place, but everything you could ever want is within 2 blocks of our hotel, including Band-Aids, medication, a brassiere. Like, you can get anything within
prosthesis, haircuts, eyeglasses, everything. I mean, the cool thing is that Rochester has, like any city that has people that come specifically for, like a medical facility or an attraction, like Branson. I think Branson lives like a much bigger city than it actually is. I think there was like 10,000 people that live there. So we live like a much bigger city than we are, because we get all of these people coming for the Mayo Clinic. And so we have really nice restaurants and really nice shops, and it's all consolidated in that downtown area, which we really thought would be ideal for a retreat, because you can walk and you don't have to get into a car, and thus grab people that you're sitting next to and go eat, because you're going to be walking there and you're not going to have to figure out like whose car to go in and how many people can you take. And so we're super excited about the marketplace, super excited about the designer showcase. That was another new thing.
Oh yeah, there you go. See, I knew we had more new stuff.
We had tons of new stuff, and we probably talked about it, but those were the 2 surprises. Or, a couple of them were not yet announced. We wanted to wait. But if you need to come prepared, you need to come prepared. So we wanted to let you know. Much like last year, come with an open mind, come ready to have fun, and open to new experiences, new people. Don't, like I said last year, you may have a certain expectation of people that you know online, whether it's via Ravelry or a podcast that they have, and just know that they're human beings too. Everybody that's coming is a human being, as far as I know. No cats or dogs have registered to come to the retreat. Aliens, robots, cyborg type. Well, although Cyborg's Craft Room is coming.
Oh yes.
But yeah, just be open-minded, fun, ready to laugh, smile. And again, don't take that too seriously. him like not dictating. Like,
yeah, well, and yeah, like you said, everybody's a person, and you know, maybe they had a rough travel day.
Mm-hmm.
They just need to decompress before they can be super fun and giggly and wonderful. And
or they're jet lagged because
yeah,
they came all the way from Australia,
yeah.
and their night is day and day is night, and it seems cold to them because it's supposed to be 70 degrees next week. But we are super excited about it. Cannot explain to you in words how excited I am that you guys are all coming to our town and that we get to show you a good time in our town.
Yes.
So it's like having 160 house guests, but not really. No. That I might have a hard time with the towel situation.
Yes, thank goodness we have a whole entire hotel staff to deal with that part of it.
Yep.
But yeah.
So yeah, the next time you see us, we will have survived the zombie apocalypse, hopefully.
2014 anyway.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye, Ufta.